In three. Okay, and we're live with Mr. Trevor Loudon. We're recording a Skype chat this afternoon, a celebration of life event for Mr. Philip Haney, who is, of course, the author of See Something, Say Nothing. Uh, I would just say, Mr. Loudon, would you share something with the viewers about your feelings, impressions of Mr. Haney and his work and his life? Uh, Let me sit back and stay quiet and let you uh, say as you wish.
Okay, well, thanks very much. And look, it's an honor to do this. And thanks to everybody for watching. It's a sad occasion and it's a joyous occasion. And that we've lost someone very special to us, but we still have our bonds, we still have our memories, and we still have our purpose. Now, I first met Phil Haney in 2016. And I was very reluctant, I have to say. I'd heard about Phil for some time. I'd heard about this DHS whistleblower who was exposing the Muslims and whatever. And I thought, that's great. It'd be nice to meet him someday. But at the time, we were doing our movie, Enemies Within. And it was basically dealing with the communist infiltration of the US Congress and the US Senate. And we were sort of almost finished. And it had been a grueling process. And then Judd comes to me, my producer, and says, we got to interview Phil Haney. We got to interview Phil. I says, oh, no, we got to get this thing done, Judd. We don't need, and he's really about the Islam stuff. We're not really focusing on that. No, we got to interview Phil. We got to do it. I said, oh, and I was not happy because not that I didn't want to meet the guy. It's because he brought in a focus, the Islamic side that hasn't really been my focus so much, and it would have been a major rewrite and a major change right when we were coming to the end of the project. And I was pretty burnt out, I got to say. But so Judd twisted my arm, and we went to the Republican Party convention in Cleveland, Ohio in 2016. And we interviewed Phil outside in a restaurant. It was a beautiful sunny day right by the lake shore, and I was in a restaurant. We were sitting there on the table. It was very glary, but and I interviewed him, and I thought it was great. You know, he was really good, very good points. He told us a story about, you know, being basically hounded out of the Department of Homeland Security, how the Obama administration had suppressed a lot of his good work and this kind of thing, and his deep knowledge of these networks. And sure enough, so we took it away, and we incorporated it into the movie, and I thought this was great. This is okay, I admit I was wrong. This is worth having. Then Judd says, no, I don't like it. No, I don't like the backdrop. It's not right. It's not the atmosphere I want. So Phil we were filming out of Cedar Falls, Iowa then. So Phil was coming through there. So he said, we're going to interview him again. And I thought, oh, Judd, are you just torturing me, you know? So we interviewed him again in a black background. And he ends up opening the movie. He is a very big part of the movie. He opens it and he ends it. He's one of the most critical players in that movie, with that beautiful black background, that air of mystery, that air of, it just came off perfectly. So here am I, you know, I was very reluctant. I had to be talked into this, but it came out, to Judd's full credit and Phil's credit, it came out great. Really good. We're very proud of it. Since that time, I got to know Phil. You know, he'd ring me up, he'd call me brother. He would phone me up all the time. And I got to know all about the Deobandi and the Pakistani networks and the Indian, you know, networks and the people behind the Orlando killings and Pulse nightclub killings and the San Bernardino. But more than that, he taught me a lot. But he taught me also a lot about the interfaith dialogue, this sort of attempt by Islam to suborn the Christian faith. But what I'll say about Phil is a man of lesser character couldn't have done what he did. And that's what struck me more about Phil Haney than anyone else.
Yes.
He was one of the most deeply committed Christians I've ever met. Just absolutely lived, eat, and breathed his faith. He was rock solid, and he was a complete patriot and a scholar. He had the intelligence, the diligence, and the courage to do the job, and not just do the job, but to fight back against resistance and to carry the work forward, even while no longer employed by the government, basically putting his own money in sacrifice and just doing what he knew he had to do. You know, that spirit is very, very rare. A man of those gifts, a supreme intelligence, a very deep faith, a total integrity, a great sense of